Priyanka, the character in the film has a matrimonial ad out in the papers, but if Harman Baweja, who is your friend in real life, has to put out an ad in the papers, a matrimonial ad, what would it read? What?
Why would I want to see a matrimonial ad?
I'll be really sad.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Why? There are so many people in the country who do it.
No,
I'm sure.
No,
we have nothing against that. Okay, fine. Harman Baweja, his date of birth and age, Scorpio, Vrishchik, intelligent, funny, compassionate, emotional, family oriented, looking for a girl who is... Do you know what you're looking for?
I think I should
maybe you can fill in the blanks.
Looking for what I need to look for, not what you think I need in my life.
Okay. This is Harman's unofficial matrimonial guide.
Good, there's no contact number.
We'll just get in touch with Anna. Blank, I'll put it.
Well, looking for, I think, someone who's emotional, someone who's got very high family values, someone who's who can be of any Raashee. I'm compatible with all now after this film. And someone who's who's independent. Yeah, to independent, and something that I decide when I meet them in person is that attractive would be important, and last but not the least, to say no dowry, please.
Okay, that's a good one. But I've noticed he's not using any of the words people conventionally use in Indian matrimonial ads. You didn't say fair ladki chahiye, you didn't say homely, and you didn't use that famous word convented.
Oh yeah, convent.
Help me understand the director's eye. What is it that you saw in Priyanka that made you think that this girl can play 12 girls in one film?
Well, you have to see every film that she's done, which I have.
Every film you have done?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Then I've also. Why are you sounding so surprised?
I must have seen 80% of your films. As a film buff anyway.
No.
And the rest of the 20% movies, I brought them and saw them before I made the phone call.
Are you saying? How scary is that?
Why is it scary? I was stalking you.
Yeah, but what was it you saw in Priyanka?
You know, if you take her performances in Andaz, in Hero, her first film, or in Aitraz, or in Andaz, which are her initial 3 films. Why I'm referring to these 3 is because you don't expect a newcomer to give details in performance, which I know right from seeing the shot that this probably was not written. This probably was not an instruction from the director. Maybe it was, but I feel that it was very nuanced. And from there on, she only grew.
But Priyanka, sometimes, actors who have multiple roles to do end up becoming so involved with the makeup and the look and the hairstyle that they kind of get distracted from the acting. What did you do to ensure that that doesn't happen to you? That was the only thing that I didn't have the crutch of in this film. So it was taken away from me initially. When you play multiple parts, it's very easy to use prosthetics, makeups, and make yourself look different. So as soon as people see you, they know, okay, this is another character. But the difficult part with this film was, it's not even like a double role or a triple role. It's 12. And all 12 girls are between the ages of 18 to 24, 25, except even one girl who's 15, which is even more difficult. And all of them, none of them are like, like fat or thin or 40 or, 10. So the differences between them was nothing except for hair, which I could change, costume, which is also not dramatic because, I'm suddenly not, some princess of another country and I have blonde hair. They're all Indian Gujarati girls. And it was only really body language and voice modulation which really helped, which made these girls different. And of course the way they were written. 12 characters in one movie. Can you just rattle off all 12 names without pausing for breath?
Wow, so can I take a long breath in? I think I can. Anjali, Sanjana, Kajal, Hansa, Rajini, Chandrika, Nandini, Pooja, Vishaka, Bhavna, Malika, Shankana.
Wow. Congratulations. Acha, see, since I was so kind to you and I haven't been tough on you with this test, you say, come on, Ashu, sir, please.
Yeah.
She wants to sing a song for me. Every interview she says no.
Listen, I've heard this song. You refused to sing the song on our last interview. I thought this time we should.
Yes.
Okay. This is Nandini's song. She's a Scorpion, which is a wriststick, and okay, so I'll sing it. She's trying to convince him to marry her. She says she wants to get married to him and go to Chicago. That's her thing in life. So, ले चल मुझको सपनों के नगर बना ले हम सफर मुझे तू ही तो है जिसको मैं ही तो हूँ जिसको तू ढूंढ रहा था देख तो ले एक नजर मुझे.
That was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what is this now? All great artists want time to do the riyaz and all of that. This is why Priyanka Chopra has always been refusing to sing for me.
You want to break the myth. That's right.